Hey guys, it's James with Rambling Dasher, and we are dashing. It is Monday. I think it's August 11th. Sweltering heat out here. And yeah, I've been going for about 25 minutes now. Now, granted, I went away from town and got gas. Came back through town, didn't get anything, and then finally got a $13 order. That is that whole hog back the other way. So we made a U-turn, came back, and now we are starting our show up. And yeah, so welcome if you're new. Just it's DoorDash ride along, and we just kind of talk about whatever we want to talk about. Mainly me, whatever I want to talk about. A lot of times it just has to do with DoorDashing, accepts, declines, you know, crazy drivers, including myself. Whatever we want to talk about, you know, whatever we did over the weekend, which wasn't much. We talk about discussions about how to DoorDash, how not to DoorDash. Good things about it, bad things about it, things you wish they would fix on the app, all that kind of stuff. So I usually try to be transparent about my earnings and my ratings and stuff like that. So we will cover that stuff when we get back from picking this up. It'll just be a second. So hang in there, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we have picked up the food. It was already ready when we walked in. It is a whopping 5 miles away, and it says 13 minutes. So we're going to get that delivered. In the meantime, let's see where I got to turn. I got to go up here a little ways past the cemetery and turn. So, I hate this way. They've changed the app all up to be a little bit harder to get things in and out of there. Okay, so I told you we would look at earnings. So this is the first dash of the week, so I'm sitting at 0. So the last few weeks I did 326, 305, 336, 360, 314, 347. So that was all the way back to the end of June, 1st of July. So pretty consistent. The goal every week is 300. Sometimes we get an opportunity to work a little bit extra. So, but we've been hitting the 300 every week. So the goal is to hit 300 in 3 nights. So Monday, Tuesday, and then we might alternate, just depend on my kids' schedule, at Thursday or Friday, and to have a couple days off on the weekend for sure, because I just don't want, I'm just feeling the need to have some extra time. So anyway, so this week we'll probably try to DoorDash on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off from DoorDashing anyway. So I do have a regular job that I work from home, so I'm able to come out and do this afterwards. And it does give me the opportunity to get out of the house a little bit, which is nice. So the other thing we look at is at the beginning of every show and at the end of every show, to see if there's any difference, is the ratings. So lots of changes with the statuses and ratings coming about, so I don't know how that's going to look. I try to do some, like this past Saturday or it was Sunday afternoon, I did a live stream, so go check that out. Well, and for you guys on this video, because we're a couple weeks behind on video uploads, it'll probably be about a month ago now. So anyway, but anyway, this past weekend, and maybe every weekend, I don't know if we'll do that or not, but check out the what is it? There's a playlist for tips and tricks, so check that out. That would be a good resource. So my acceptance rate is up to 92. My completion rate is at 99. My on-time rate is 86. That has dropped off a little bit the last week or so. Quality rate, which is a new rating, is at 100. That's what it was when it came out a week or 2 weeks ago. My customer rating has dropped from 5.0 to 4.99. About a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, someone gave me a 4-star. So whatever. Deliveries in the last 30 days is 168, and lifetime I'm up to 2926, so 2,926. So we're just kind of inching our way up there. So anyway, so with that, I'm gonna go find this place, get it delivered, and I gotta call the kid here. So we'll get that taken care of. We'll get this food delivered, and we'll figure out what we made on it after we drop it off and let you know about it. So stick around, we'll be right back. All right, guys, 38 minutes for our first delivery. It was $13 though. It was $3 base pay with a $10 tip. So very nice of them to give me that $10 tip. It's interesting. I have found a thing that I hate about DoorDash is that they fluctuate the amount that they put on the tip. That is based upon, no, the amount that they put on the base pay is based upon the amount of the tip that the customer leaves you. So if I would have got a 0 tip, then the base pay would have been much better. If I would have got a bigger tip, like $10, then the base pay is only the bare bones minimum for the miles, which is $3. So I guess you could look at it 2 different ways, that they are trying to help out a little bit when people don't tip, especially when there's some miles to it, but you wish that they would just give you an appropriate dollar amount for your mileage and then give you all the tip. So anyway, all right, well, I'm a ways out from anything dashable, so I'm gonna let you guys ride along in silence, and you won't even know that I'm gone. So it'll be like a second. So stick in there, hang out, and we will be right back. Hey guys, so we jumped back in here. We just declined an order to Wendy's for $2, even though it was only like a mile or so. I'm just like, I don't have time for that. And then I got a $6 order that's a couple miles. That was just right across the street. So I just pulled into Senor Tequila, and I am going to walk in there and pick this up, and we will catch up with you on the other side to let you know how far we get to go deliver it. So hang in there. All right, guys, we have our food packed up. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to get to this place. I don't know that there is an easy way. I think I'll just go out here and get on that freeway access road, even though the instructions are telling me a different way, but we'll do this. We will do this. All right, so my AR shot up a lot last week because, one, I did a deal like on I think it started on Tuesday or Wednesday, where I was gonna like collect every single order. And it took me all week to get, well, did it take me 1 week or 2 weeks? I think it took me 2 weeks, because the week before last I was down to 75 on my AR, and it just kept like inching down because I kept getting crap orders. And so I was like, okay, I just got to suck it up and take every single order. And it took me up until until like Friday to get up, Friday or maybe Thursday, to get up to around 84, 85, because my goal was to go from 75 to 85. Well, sheesh, I hit a long streak of because the way AR works, it's 100, your last 100 orders, and so whatever you add on, it knocks your one off, right? And whatever that last one was, it's going to fall off. If it was an arrived and you not arrived and accepted, if you knocked an accepted off, then your AR stays the same. If you knock a decline off, your AR will go up. And in the same way is that if you decline but you knock an arrive off, then your AR will go down. If you decline and knock a decline off, it will stay the same. So last week I think I hit about 100, where one night about a month ago I was just going, it was going bonkers one night, and I was trying to get this I was trying to get $100, you know, and I only needed about $4 or $5, maybe $5 or $6, I can't remember. And I got an order that fit the bill. I got down to Sonic and they're like, we don't have this order. So, and it was time for me to go home, and I was ready to go home, and I'm just like, well, I guess I am not going to do it then. So anyway, we well, I thought, you know, I'm going to take a few more minutes to try to get one more order, right? Well, I started getting crazy orders like $2 and $2, or, you know, like $6 for 12 miles. And I'm like, and I promise you, I sat there and hit that decline button 7 times in a row within a minute. And I was just drop, because everything I had up until that point, I had been going a whole 2 or 3 weeks before declining anything, because I came back from a vacation and I didn't have status, and I just got status, and then that night it hit me like a ton of bricks, boom, 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 all at the same time. Well, just the other day, my AR shot up from 79, and it went up to 94, 90, well, it was at 75, and it just kept jumping up, but it went from about 81 to 94 in a few days, and it doesn't normally do that, and I seriously think that's where those 7 were falling off, because it takes me a good, I average 170-ish orders per month, so it's going to take me to hit 100 in about 2.5 weeks. And that's what I do, is 3 times a day, or not 3 times a day, 3 days a week, or to get $100 a day. And if I don't get $100 in a day, then I might go the next day. So like last week, I worked 5 days because Monday night sucked. So I worked Tuesday to get $100 that I was supposed to make on Monday. Wednesday night sucked. So I worked on Thursday to make up for what I didn't get on Friday, or on Wednesday. And then comes Friday, and Friday was stinking it up until I needed $40 in the last hour and a half or so. And I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna get $40, right? And then this dude ordered some, I don't know, some pizzas. and they were a long ways out. And it was a good order. It was 23 bucks, and I was like, okay, that gives me a shot, right? $23 gives me a shot. And then he left me a $10 tip, and then I got another 12 or 16, 13 or $16, I can't remember, dollar order. And yeah, it shot me up there. So that was pretty nice that I got. I ended up with like 108, 110, something like that. So Friday night was good, and ended up putting me well over for the week. So all right, we are at this place of business, so I'm just gonna let them know and that I'm here, and knocking on the door, and then hand it to customer, and it doesn't say anything else. So I'm gonna get off here. We'll be right back. Just hang tight. All right, guys, so we're in and out of there. We're at 1 hour 7 minutes at $19. That one was $6 with a $2 base and a $4 tip. So we are continuing our dash. So sneaking up on $20 an hour, but not quite. We missed it by 7 minutes and $1, if that makes any sense. But yeah. So now we're gonna do some more driving around and see what we can come up with. So oh, you know what? I did not bring, yeah, oh well. So I brought me some snacks and things for my dinner, and I've already eaten most of one container that had carrots and cherries, and what else did I have? I didn't put any blueberries in there. Cherries, I still got most of the cherries. It had grapes, carrots, tomatoes, and cherries in one of them. Then I got some meat and cheese and apples in another one. And I didn't pack a Cliff Bar. So speaking of the Cliff Bar, which I don't even have a wrapper, I cleaned out the car of all the wrappers. I do have an affiliate link that's listed down below in the description, so y'all should check that out. It just goes to Linktree, which I really like this Linktree app because it puts everything nice and neat and clean. It shows our store where we do the t-shirts, and this one's kind of old and faded, but like this is my foodie page on Facebook called Tip Top Shoes, so you guys can go check that out and follow that page. But also we have a Rambling Dasher page on Facebook, so be sure to follow us there. I always share the links of our videos when they come out on Facebook. And here is a Taco Bell order for $14.25. The kicker on it is that it is 11.8 miles away. I am going to accept this because, and it says it's ready to be picked up, which is surprising. So I just wonder if other people have declined it, because normally, or if DoorDash is actually doing some things and marking the orders as don't make it ready until like it's actually ready or something, because I've been getting to places early. Oh crap, this is one of those turn in from the other direction kind of places. But I've been complaining a lot lately that with this new on-time delivery, that's usually when I'm mostly late, is when I get to the store and I get there early, but then I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait, and then I can't do anything, right? Because they don't bring the food out. What am I supposed to do? So anyway, all right, I'm gonna run in there and grab this food and we'll be right back. All right guys, we have our Taco Bell loaded up. Meal for one. We will have a watered down drink and some soggy tacos by the time we get there, that's for sure. And it is, well, it said 23 minutes. and now it says 20 minutes, so I guess it probably changed the direction. Now it says 21. So I don't know, this thing is weird. It doesn't know the best way to go, and now directions is froze up. The best way is to go out Salem. Good night. This thing is way up there. Way up there. So I'm gonna sit back, eat me some snacks, and I will catch up with you guys on the other side of dropping this off, which is about 20 minutes, but it's gonna seem like a whole second to you. So sit back, enjoy the ride. Hey, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. If you have an opportunity, watch it all the way through. Set it off to the side on a desktop or on your phone and just let it play. That would greatly help my algorithms. And comments. Boom. Leave me a question. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a second. Alright guys, so we got that order taken care of. And let's see, it's an hour and 38 minutes, so we got a 23-minute drive back, so it's going to be $33.25, and that one was $14.25 with a $4.25 base and a $10 tip. So the more they tip, the less the base. But $14.25, not too bad. If I can get back into town and get another $5-6 order, that'll be 20 bucks in an hour. So it'll be pushing it, but we're gonna try. We're sitting at $33.25. That means about $6.75 to put us back up over, and I will not be back in town before the 2-hour mark. So but it is what it is. We'll get back in there and try to get the next level. We got about an hour and 45 minutes before the halfway mark, or an hour and 15 minutes, so we need about $17 to hit $50 in 3 hours. So hopefully we can be above $50, but keep our fingers crossed, and we're gonna go after it. So sit tight, hang in there, and we will be right back for some more dashing. Alright, we are back. We have made it back into the big city of Benton, and drove around for a little bit and got one order that was $3.25 for like 4 or 5 miles, and I declined it. And then I just got another order for, I don't remember how much, maybe 7 something, and it was like 4 miles to for Papa John's. So we just drove past Papa John's, and now we made a U-turn and we're coming back to Papa John's. So I'm gonna pull in there, park, and go inside and see where we are with that order. Fingers crossed they have it done. And we'll be right back and talk about where we're taking it. So, see you in a minute. Alright guys, we have the pizza loaded. 1 pizza, 2 garlic sauces. 4 miles, 10 minutes. We'll put us in there about 6:30-ish. I think this one should put us upwards of around our $40 mark, maybe. So yeah, we're gonna have our work cut out for us to get 50 by 7. So we're spending too much time driving around and not picking up orders. So I did get another email from DoorDash today. Let me see if I can find that. DoorDash. Tips to maintain a strong on-time rate. So, interesting that I'm getting that, mainly because I dropped some rate in the last few days. So it could be that they're sending, they flagged me because of that. I don't know. But still, it's tough just because mainly just waiting on restaurants. But I had some that were my own fault last week. Like I had a $33 order and I had a $23 order, but he gave me an extra $10 tip on top of the $18 he gave me the first time. And I stood out there and talked to him for like 15 minutes. And he did not give me a bad rating, I promise you. But it looked, because I didn't get back in the car and mark it as delivered until after I handed it to him, which, I handed it to him and then I stood out there and talked for 15 minutes. So it definitely looked like it was late. So I get that kind of stuff. One of them was I got an order for like, I don't know, some restaurant where there's one in Benton, one in Bryant, and it was a Larry's Pizza. So I turned around and went to the Larry's. Well, then the GPS kept telling me I was going the wrong way, and I was like, there's not another, and then I realized, oh yeah, there's a Larry's in Salem. Way out in Salem. So I had to make a U-turn and go back. I was late for that one. Just little things here and there. I try to go in and contest them if they let me. So some of them say you can, some of them, for whatever reason, I cannot contest. The worst restaurant ever is Little Caesars, because they are Little Caesars in Benton is never on time. Never on time. So anyway, I just logged into my fantasy football just to see when the draft was, and I'm like, good night. And then I just start getting blown up by notifications. And my draft is not till September 2nd, which is one of the latest drafts I've had in a long time, which is fine. Here's another one where their DoorDash GPS is such a piece of crap. It's telling me to turn right, make an immediate U-turn, so that I can go or turn left, make an immediate U-turn so that I can cross through the intersection going north and south instead of just turning right. But yeah, I can't pull up that email right now to look at that. I was going to, but it's just I got too much GPS to look at here. So yeah, I was mentioning that earlier. If you do have a chance to go check it out, the Amazon store, I will tell you this, that today, which will be 2 weeks ago today, well, by the time this video comes out, I noticed that I got my first ever affiliate money from Amazon. So I was doing a little dance. It was only 15 cents, but I was like, yeah, I can't believe it. So do check out the Amazon link. It doesn't cost you any extra, even if you don't buy any of the stuff that I have on there. The person did not buy anything that that I referred them for, but I still got an affiliate link, or I don't know what they call it. I got 15 cents. So they bought something that only cost $4 and something, and I got 15 cents out of it. I was loving it. So I don't know how that works really, but I was just I was flabbergasted that it finally worked. Not finally though, I hadn't really been doing it that long or putting it out there, and not that I have a whole lot of followers, right? But I'm just looking, it's like every little bit can help me to either, one, find a way not to do DoorDash, or to grow my channel. But yeah, we're just looking for different ways to get ourselves out there. And the beautiful thing is that it doesn't cost any extra. It doesn't cost any extra money for you to be able to help me. So I greatly appreciate whoever that was that bought that pomegranate lip balm. I'm greatly appreciate it. So thank you. And yeah, check out the link below for Linktree, and it'll take you right to all our affiliate links, including the DoorDash store at Amazon. So I want to drop this food off. We are here, and I will be right back. All right, guys, that was $7.50. It was $2.50 base with a $5 tip, and I have accepted 4 out of 6 offers so far today. We've declined 2 on purpose. Now, how do I get out of here? Okay. Yeah, this place is kind of hidden out here, a little bit secluded. It's very, what I would think would be nice and peaceful out here. They got a nice big yard. I don't know whose garage that is, but it looks like they could have a house over the garage. That's and not attached to the house. Anyway, so that puts us at $40.75 in 2 hours and 21 minutes. And this car is not takeoff. The takeoff speed is not fast enough to get out there in front of speeding cars, and they're like having to slow down. Oh well. I hope I turned the right way. I think I did. I'm going into the sun. That's the right way. So, yeah. $40.75. I need 10 more bucks. I got 30 minutes to get $10. Can we do it? Which just puts me on pace to get $100 by 10 o'clock, and I really need to get back home by 10 tonight, because I have to get a lot of steps in. I'm sitting at $36.72, so not a lot of steps right now, and I gotta get 10,000 steps. So $36.72, that means I need 60. No, I need 60, 62, 64, roughly 63 something. So 6,300 steps takes me a little bit over an hour. And that's if I'm walking at a decent pace. And lately, I just hadn't been walking at a decent pace. I mean, even at nighttime, it's still like 85 degrees out there. Um, it's too hot out there. But I was looking at my steps, and I have not missed a 10,000 step day since June. So somewhere right there at the end of June. So I made it all the way through July, and so far through August, I haven't missed a 10,000 step day. So trying to keep the streak alive. I don't know if I can beat. Last year, I gave up on it in the second half of the year. The year before that, though, I hit some crazy numbers. Over 4 million steps in the year, which is crazy to me to have 4 million steps. I thought it was crazy to have 1 million, and then I got 4 million or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of cray. I think I got 4 million. I don't know. I could look. Let's go to a 12-month view. So far this year, I'm averaging 10,222. That is, yeah, I've already got 2,279,000 steps so far this year. So 2.2, almost 2.3. Last year I got 3,222,000. The year before, 4,004,000. I just barely made it, dude. And I only missed 347 out of 365 days. I only missed 18 days the whole year. 18 days the whole year. Now, part of that was early on in the year, January, February, March. I think my counter was set at 7,500 steps. So in those days, I didn't get, I guess January and February. So I got 8,200 average in January and 84 average in February. And then I jumped up to 10,000 in March and didn't miss 10,000 the rest of the year. Sheesh, I got 11,000 plus most of the rest of the year. But yeah, so I was knocking it out, and I think that was in 23. Yeah, 24. I only got 173,000, or I got 173 days out of 366 days. So I missed a lot. I only got 8,803 average for the year, which was still over 3 million steps. Amazingly, 3 million steps. I'm kind of surprised at that. And then this year, we're in August, so I'm at 2.2. I don't know that I can hit. Yeah, there's no way I can hit 4 million this year. And I've already missed 22 days this year where I didn't get it. So the month of May was kind of hard because I didn't get my steps in. Well, I got a lot of individual days where I got like 15, 16, 18,000 when we were in Portugal, but then the days that we didn't get it, yeah, I was taking it So that'll be interesting how I progress, one, through the rest of this year, and then how I continue to try to do or stay a little bit active anyway. I'm just thinking about, whenever we do move and try to take on this adventure of living abroad, like sell our house, sell everything, and live abroad. I'm very interested in being able to do that. I don't know that I'll ever do it, but that's the plan anyway. Fingers crossed I can make that happen. It's definitely a dream of mine. I don't know if we'll be able to do it or not. I have reservations that we will, but never say never. That we won't. I have a lot of issues with what are we going to do with our animals, because we can't take them with us, and yeah, so there's that. That's going to play a big part of. So I'm hoping to get my son set up in a place where he can live wherever he's going to go to college, and maybe he can take the dog with him. I'm still not sure about what we're going to do with the cats, but I just don't know. I just don't know what will happen. So that's 3+ years away, so we'll keep dreaming about it, figuring out how we're gonna do it. I've been watching videos, and it keeps me in a constant mindset of dreaming about living on the road like that and living in foreign countries. I watched this one couple that showed a way that they could get one credit card, right? And they can buy, I don't remember what it was. Oh, there's a $10 order for 12 miles though. We're going to accept it. It's at the Mighty Crab. $10, 12 miles. There's no way we can get that delivered before 7 o'clock, but it'll put us over $50, and we'll be a little bit past 7. So yeah, I can't remember exactly how much money they did spend, but I know they could buy so what they did is they bought hotel points. So they got a credit card that offered them like 100 and something thousand points, and then they bought 200,000, but it was at a point where the hotel company was buy one get one free, basically. It was 100% bonus. So, and the max you could buy is 200,000. So they got 400,000 points for $2,000. And then the credit card cost them $95 a year, so $95 for that first year. And if they stayed in hotels that were really cheap, like in Vietnam or Thailand or someplace like that, they could stay for over 100 nights for like $2,000. And 100 nights was, even if you, I can't remember what it was. It seemed like it averaged out to be like $40-something a night. If you said 50 times 3, that 50 times 30, $50 a night times 30 nights is $1,500. So it was way less than that, I know. But yeah, they had they could get 8,000 some odd points a night at these hotels, which is only about $40-something a night. But then they had all these free points too, And then if you stayed so many nights and you have that, you have their reward system, which you would with their credit card, that you get bonus nights and or bonus points. I think you got bonus points. So you got these bumps in points, like 10,000 points along the way, which if you're staying at hotels that so there's two things. If you're staying at these hotels and you're staying really cheap at a cheap points per night, like 8,000 or 9,000 points per night, and you can stay so many nights, then you get 10,000 points here when you hit that milestone. And you can bump that up to like somewhere where around 70,000 points just for staying in their hotel, in different hotels, right, throughout the year. And then that brand also, if you pay with points, that every 4th night is free. So if you stay for 28 nights at the same hotel, then you only pay for 21 days with your points. So not only did you get a lot of points with the credit card, you bought the points and you got buy one get one free on your points, and you're staying and getting these bonuses for tiering up in their points leveling, and it only costs you 3 nights worth of stay to get 4th night for free. So that, and if you stay at 28 days, you only paid for 21 days. So it's just crazy how they figured this out, and I'm like, there's no reason why. I mean, for me, I don't know that I can get me as a couple to do this, but me as a person, I'm on board with it, because my whole thing is like, the longer I can push off on spending more on without making any money, right, then that lets the money that I have work a little bit harder to build up a little bit more. So if I can go in, instead of paying $3,500 a month and only pay $2,500 a month, well, that's $1,000 extra bucks I can leave in my account and save it for the next year. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm at the Mighty Crab. I'm gonna run in and grab the food, hang out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, looks like we're going to Alexander. I feel like the majority of the orders that I get from here go to Alexander. Okay. We just gotta leave here and go down to the next overpass and cross over. Alright, so yeah, it says 11 miles, 17 minutes. So I'm gonna hit the pause button and we'll catch you guys on the other side of this. Y'all won't miss a thing, I promise. Alright guys, we have delivered our 5th order. It was $10.25, $5.25 base pay with a $5 tip. It was a long delivery. It was so we're right at 3 hours and 2 minutes. So I guess I started a little bit after the top of the hour. So $51, 3 hours and 2 minutes. So not quite 20 bucks an hour, but right on target for hitting $100 in 6 hours, which is our ultimate goal. $100 in 6 hours. That means we'll be finished at about 10 o'clock. Then I can go get my steps in, right? We are out here in the middle of nowhere, so I'm just gonna go. I'm like stuck between a rock and a hard place. I could go left, I could go right. Either way, it's gonna take us back to some restaurants, but we're gonna go the way we came. Maybe try to get some. I don't know what we're gonna get. It's a crapshoot out there with DoorDash every single night, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope we get some orders. Try to keep our AR up there to where it's so my whole goal with AR is that I just want to stay platinum, right? Now, I don't know how this new thing's going to do when it comes out, starting, I think, on August 21st. But I'm platinum now. So I do believe that platinum does give you decent orders. You still get the $2 orders, or, I got 2 that I declined tonight. One that was $2 and one that was $3.25, I think. And, yeah, I can't keep those. I can't take them. I was talking to myself the other day, and I just thought about of all the no-tip ones that I get, right? They're usually like $2, $3, maybe even upwards of $4 with a long distance, and no tip, and I just think about of all of those now, and I can say this: in one night I had 3 no-tippers, right? And in that same night, those 3 non-tippers, 2 of them gave me cash tips. That is a rare occurrence. Most of the time, no tip on the order in the app means no tip at all. So me taking $2 orders is just kind of like, saying that maybe I'll get a tip every 10th time. Every 10th order that I take, that's a $2 to $3 order. So even, let's just do some math. If I took 10 $2 orders, right? And let's say I can get those done in an hour. No, I can't get them done in an hour. It would take me 2 to 3 hours to deliver 10 orders. Because I just delivered my 5th order here, I think, and it's taken me 3 full hours, right? So let's say that it takes us, on $2 ones, it takes us 3 hours to deliver 10 $2 ones. Okay? So that's 10 $2 orders, which is 20 bucks in 3 hours. And let's pretend that one of them gave us a $10 tip. So in 3 hours, I've delivered 10 orders and gotten $30. And it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. If there was more percentage of people that gave a tip that didn't give a tip, then I would take those lowball orders. But they're just not worth it. Now, here's where it gets to be dicey. Is you're sitting at 75 AR. Do you take the $2 orders? For me, knowing that this area is well saturated with drivers, now somebody brought up to me the other day that a lot of the college students who are out DoorDashing now will be going back to school. And this is not a college town. It's not a commuter college town. People don't live here and go to college and come back home and DoorDash at nighttime, right? So those students that are out DoorDashing will go back home or go back to school and free up some orders. Fingers crossed. but at the same time, it'll free up some $2 orders as well. My guess is those $2 orders will get bounced around between different drivers until they hit $3 or $4. Because usually when it bounces off of one driver, it bounces to the next, they'll up it by 25 cents. And then they'll bounce it to the next for another 25 cents. So it might be $3, $4 before someone ever accepts that thing. That's the hope anyway. But yes, when I get down to about 75, then I'm like, okay, all hands on deck. We're accepting all orders till we get back up to 85. And then I got some leeway to decline again for a while. And usually you don't get that many orders that you want to decline, but like today I've already gotten 2 and it's halfway through, so who's to say I won't get 2 more before the day's over and knock my AR down to like 89 or something. Anyway. Alright, so we are back into almost into the Bryant area, so we're going to drive further into Bryant and swing through all the popular places and just see if anything hits. If not, then we may drive down to the Benton area again. So we'll just have to see what happens. Now granted, some nights I get uber frustrated with the fact that we're not getting any orders, and right now I'm already like, you know what, I've been here and nothing's hit yet, right? And we're not that far away. So I could have and should have already been given an order, but I haven't. So it makes me, the longer you go, the more anxious you get about not getting orders, right? So it is, but at the end of the day, it's just, it is what it is, and you just gotta roll with the punches. So we'll do what we have to do, drive around. I'm not one for parking. It's kind of how I like to go fishing. I don't like sitting in one spot and just like, hey, I'm gonna cast out there and, you know, use a bobber and sit there and fish all day. I can't do that. I gotta be going. I gotta be walking up and down the bank or going in a boat and going all over the place. Usually I haven't been fishing in years, or I have been, but not very often. I need to go fishing again. I need to take my kid fishing this fall. I keep running across these pictures and I keep thinking it was just like a year or 2 ago, and it's been 3+ years ago, and I'm like, what has happened here? You know? I can't believe it's been that long ago. Alright. 7:25 with a plus sign to Larry's, which is back there. So I'm going to accept that before it disappears. It said something unexpected will happen, but we're going to accept that order, and then we'll figure out how to get back to Larry's because I'm not in the right lane. Which also just gives them a little bit more time to get it ready. So fingers crossed they take care of it. And it's telling me to go back the other way, but the map is still pointed at me. I am just going to pull up into this driveway here and get back out there. And the light changed to red already. Alright. Okay guys, we're gonna head over to Larry's. We'll catch up with you after we load the food up. See you in a bit. Alright guys, we are loaded up. Couple pizzas and a salad. I'm sure I could eat that whole large pizza right now. Obviously, I am not going to, But this one's 2.2 miles away for 5 minutes now. If I can get out of this driveway or off of this street. We have got cars coming both directions. I'm gonna put the squeeze on here. All right. So they're saying that don't follow the GPS, but when I look at the GPS, it looks like it's going to the right place, because they said the GPS takes you up this other street, but when I look at the GPS, it doesn't take you up that street. So fingers crossed we get there. We get there. Now I may have been to this place before, so it could be that the GPS is learning. Maybe it's learning a little bit. All right. So 1.4 miles left. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, catch up with you guys where we're at. We are getting close to the switch over to our Dashing in the Dark episode, so we'll see. We might time that up with this delivery. It's still a little daylight out, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll be right back. All right, guys. So we have 6 out of 8 deliveries. That one was listed at $7.25. It's $8. $2 base pay, $6 tip. Thank you very much. That puts us at $59 after 3 hours and 26 minutes. All right. So we're gonna get back out there and see if we can find some more. So, my phone is not working. Crap. I don't want to come out of this drive too freaking slow. Them people are just flying over this hill here. Alright. Back on the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Alright, so nothing else happening here. $59 is not bad. It leaves us with about $41 left to go in about 2.5 hours. So definitely doable. Definitely doable. trying to think of anything else that we did over the weekend. Okay. So I have no idea. My girlfriend is sending me text messages about some TV show or something she's watching, and I don't know anything about it, so it's like, look here, woman, I'm working. Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot this week. What did we do? Oh, you know what we did? We went to Blue House. Nope, not Blue House. What is it called? Dang it. What the heck is the name of that place? That's frustrating. I can't think. Oh, there's a new delivery for Wingstop. I don't know that I'm gonna. $9.75, even though it's a long freaking ways away down in Southwest Little Rock. So as customer drop off, it's 2 orders for $9.75 for 12 miles. But it looks like they're all going to the I don't know. I'm gonna accept it. Fingers crossed they're both at the same place. Fingers crossed that both orders are at the same location. It's kind of a rare thing, but oh well. It's almost $10. It's going to be after 8 o'clock before we get it delivered, I promise you that. But it's not a bad order. The mileage sucks. The dollar amount is pretty good. So we'll get out there, get it knocked out, and see what we can come up with at the end. Hopefully it's worth our while. It gets us going in the right direction. It gets us that much closer, right? That much closer. We're less than $30 away from hitting our mark after this one. Or, well, more than 30, but still. Close to 30. Alright. We are at Wingstop, and I will be right back. Alright. That was quite the wait. Probably like 15 minutes in there. So we're gonna deliver this order, and then we will jump over to Dashing in the Dark. I don't know if it's 2 different people or the same person with 2 different accounts on DoorDash, but they've got 2 orders with 2 names going to the same house. So interesting. Well, I don't know that I've ever had that happen before, so, but we're going to deliver it, and they are giving me a hard time because I sent the same exact hey, this is so, or I said their name. I said, hey, whatever their name was, and said Wingstop, and that Wingstop was working on their order, right? And then I sent the same meme to them both, and they're giving me a hard time because gave them both. So I said I'll send them separate ones from here on out. So anyway, I was totally confused there for a second, and then they're like sending me messages on both accounts, and I'm assuming it's the same person on both accounts. All right, people, I can't wait. I can't wait. Alrighty then, so it's 10 miles and 16 minutes. So I'm gonna set the cruise control and head on down the freeway. And I will check in with you guys when we deliver and wrap this thing up for the day. So thanks for sticking around this far, and stick around to the end, see how we ended up this show, and that what will go on to Dashing in the Dark to wrap up the day. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we have just finished up that one last order to way out in southwest Little Rock. It was $9.75, but they added a $1 tip on there. It was 2 orders to the same house. Let's see, it was $6.75 base, and they gave us $4 tip. So yeah, we're at $69.75, and we got a good ways to get back into town. So let's take a look real quick. Just to pop out of this, I'm going to go to the home screen, go to my ratings, see where we're at. We are 91 AR, 99 completion, 87 on time, 100 quality, 4.99, 176, and the 2976 on lifetime deliveries doesn't update till overnight. So with that, I am going to pop this back in a little holder there, of which you can get on Amazon off of our deal. So check that out. Be sure to check out the links in the description if you don't mind, and much appreciated for you guys sticking around here tonight. It has been so far so good. We're sitting at about $30 away with about it's gonna be tough to get it tonight because really we're running out of time. So but it'll be all right. If we don't get it, we'll get it in the next couple days. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking around, much appreciated, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe if you hadn't. Check out those links down below in the description, and we will catch you on Dashing in the Dark tomorrow night. Check it out, see where we finished up. Have a good night. Bye.